The family scooter segment holds a lion's share in the Indian scooter market, and now Ather Energy is going for that lion's share with its new scooter. This is the Ather Rizta. We've been hearing a lot about it, and this is finally in person that we get to see it. So what exactly is the Rizta, how different it is compared to the 450X, and can it change your scooter buying experience? Let's tell you all about it, but please make sure to subscribe to HT Auto first and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from us. Now the spy shots gave a very bulbous look to the Rizta. It looked larger than it should be, and well, in person it's not a fairly large scooter. Yes, it is a wide scooter, and the design language will remind you of a certain scooter again from Bangalore. This one though is nice and rounded and very conservative, which I think a lot of family buyers will like. I like the Cyclops front. It has this unibody for the headlamp unit. It's of course LED with DRLs. It has nice panels all over, very rounded design overall, and even if you come to the side, it is slightly more conservative, more rounded and more flat. In fact, the big change that you see on this is the fact that compared to the 450X, it gets the same chassis but a different subframe over here. So while that was a little taller, this actually sits shorter. The chassis inside is flatter, and this is of course wider than before. And the idea here is to bring more comfort to the Rizta compared to the 450X. That was a performance-oriented scooter. This is a family-oriented scooter. So the idea is to keep it convenient, keep it simple, and keep it comfortable. And then if you get onto the scooter, I think the big change that you see is that this gets the bigger seat. You know, Ather has been going on and on about it, and I can tell you now that that seat indeed is bigger. Is it comfortable? We'll write and tell you more about it. But for now, I can tell you that this is a much bigger, a much wider scooter. It also gets the largest seat in the segment at 900 millimeters. That's larger than even the Vida V1, which gets the second largest seat at 870 millimeters. The big change is that now I have more room to play around, more space to go back, and the knees do not hit the steering wheel, the handlebar anymore. The floorboard itself is bigger as well, so much larger space here compared to the 450X, and overall a more rounded, more comfortable scooter than before. Now those large proportions do come in handy. Apart from the fact that this is a bigger seat, it also makes way for a bigger under-seat storage capacity. So you find 34 liters of under-seat storage. This is nice and large. It should be able to fit a full-size helmet. We'll test it out later, but for a medium-size helmet, it works really fine. Now here's a thoughtful feature. Apart from the big cubby hole that you see here, you also get this joint over here, this small space. Ather says you can store a first aid kit or even the cloth rack you have usually to clean your vehicle, so it doesn't mix up with your groceries and other knickknacks that you would otherwise store here. So that is a nice and thoughtful feature to have. Apart from that, you get a multi-purpose pin or a charging pin right there. Now the idea behind this is that you can charge your phone, tablets, stuff like that. In fact, the Halo helmet, you can add a wireless charger here, connect it here, and you can charge it on the go if you want to park the scooter and then allow the battery to charge the Halo helmet as well. So very convenient features there, nifty like that, and something that I really like on the new Rizta. So overall, the design itself is simple, and the idea is to keep things convenient and comfortable with the new Rizta. Moving to the rear, you get this nice and chunky grab rail all in one unit with this massive backrest. I think that should really make things comfortable for the pillion. You do not get separate foot pegs for the pillion. You continue to get the integrated ones over here, again like the 450X. So that's something that's really nice and very familiar for existing Ather users. Again, a slight premium feel. So the 3D emblem of the Rizta badge here, a nice paint finish. And moving to the rear, you get a very simple, again a monotone kind of a tail light unit, a very, let's just say a very Rivian-like unit actually, that I think I really like. But the one bit that I do feel could have been done better is just the rear 3/4. Just realize how bulky it looks from behind, and that also has to do with the 12-inch wheels on the scooter at the front and back. So it just makes it look a little more bulbous than it should be. Now, if you come to the instrument console, of course, on the new Rizta, it looks a little familiar. This is a 7-inch unit, and you also get the same switchgear that you get on the 450X. So the start button is the same. You get the riding modes. That said, you get only 2 riding modes on the Rizta: Smart, Eco, and Z. Now, the idea here is that this is a more family-oriented scooter, so performance is not the outright priority. That's why you don't get the Warp Plus mode that you would otherwise get on the Apex or the Warp mode on the 450X. Those are now missing. The idea is to keep it simple and give you just the right amount of acceleration. 0 to 40 comes up in 4.7 seconds, and the top speed is restricted to 80 kilometers per hour. Coming back to what the switchgear looks like, you have the joystick unit over here. You also get the horn and the other telltale stuff. This is again very familiar of everything else. Now the Ather Rizta shares its platform with the 450X, so it shares a lot of the features as well, especially on the safety front. It gets wall safe, auto hold, it also gets a reverse mode, it gets park assist, all of those features. It also gets the skid control bit, which essentially is traction control that's specific to the Rizta, and you also get a magic twist option that you saw and liked on the 450 Apex. So a lot of those features do come in here as well. Now beyond that, you get 3 variants on the Rizta. There's the Rizta S with a 2.9 kilowatt hour battery pack that gives you a range about 125 kilometers on a single charge. There's the Rizta Z, which gets the 3.7 kilowatt hour battery pack, and that gives you a range about 160 kilometers on a single charge. These are certified numbers. Now when it comes to pricing, this is introductory, so it starts from 1,10,000 rupees for the base variant, going up to 1,25,000 rupees for the Rizta Z 2.9 kilowatt hour variant, which is the mid variant, and the top spec variant with all the features is 1,45,000 rupees ex-showroom. Now the starting price is competitive, but when it comes to the top spec variant, that's almost in line with the 450X. These are prices with the new kmph scheme, and this should be valid for some time. Bookings are now open for 999 rupees, while deliveries will begin from July onwards. We are yet to ride the Rizta, but we certainly want to do it very, very soon to tell you how it rides, how it performs in the real world, and does it have the same push from Ather as it did on the 450X, something that we've really enjoyed. Ather says that the ethos is very much the same, but this is of course for a different buyer. So in that sense, very exciting as a new model and something that we can't wait to ride. Tell us what you think about the new Rizta and all that you've seen at the Ather Community Day 2024, the Halo helmet, the Ather stack, all of that. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon. My name is Samir Contractor. This is HT Auto. Thank you so much for watching.